So, und jetzt Banger. Let's go! Jetzt kommen die Guten. Kommt schon. Jetzt, let's go! Let's go! Oh, bitte! Ich hab... Bitte haut gute Games raus! Die haben mich letztes Jahr echt enttäuscht. Hey, kommt!
Please welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey.
Oh, let's go, Digga!
Hello everyone and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase.
Konnichiwa,
My
meine
name is
Lieben.
Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as
Konnichiwa,
Henderson
Laura.
in The Last of Us Part 2,
Und konnichiwa.
or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed.
Stellt er sich
I'm
vor?
Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game
Konnichiwa,
cast merchants,
Matt.
such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog, My
Komm,
My,
ihr
and,
zwei.
Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday
Jetzt
night, I
müsst
also
ihr mir
moonlight as
liefern.
Critical Role's
Jetzt
debonair
müsst
master
ihr
where
mir liefern.
Laura tries her best to test the very
Weil
limits of my abilities and
Sony war nicht gut dran bisher.
But we're here today joining forces for a very
Also,
different reason.
ich bin gespannt.
Exclusive video game trailers and Last
Komm,
of Us.
euch würde ich den Titel noch gönnen. Xbox oder PC. Einer der drei würde ich jetzt den Titel gönnen. Dieses Jahr die beste Showcase. Obwohl Summer Game war ja auch nicht schlecht, aber...
So buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun.
Komm,
Just keep in mind
komm,
that if you
komm,
want to
komm,
wish
komm.
list
Ich
any
will
of the
jetzt
cool
was
games in
Gutes sehen
today's
von
show,
euch.
then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page.
Indeed. And once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Let's go! Weltpremiere!
Zafar, pull up nav tech.
Futura Game Show. Die müssen reißen jetzt.
Taki,
Komm!
we gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
Geht in Richtung Star Wars. Hm. Ah ja.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the
Könnte auch
facility.
Dings sein,
Long
oder?
time before our arrival.
Warte,
Let's
kann
deal
das
with those
auch...
guys first.
Könnte auch das sein, was ich denke.
In you loader. They never look up.
Auch das irgendwie nicht, das sieht irgendwie zu
Safari,
besser
you're right.
aus, als ob
They
das
shut down this.
ist. Glaube ich nicht.
I'll cover you. The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Hey, buddy.
Ist nicht das, was ich denke. Okay, aber es sieht nicht schlecht aus. Es hat schon irgendwas. Weiß ich noch nicht, ob ich spiele. Aber mich interessiert die Story, glaube ich. Ja, okay. Okay.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action
fangen
RPG
schon
crafted
nicht
in Unreal
schlecht
Engine
an
5,
für den
where you
Anfang.
can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV
Sie
series.
fangen nicht dumm
Make sure
an.
it's on your wish
Das
list.
ist schon mal was
Pretty
Gutes.
awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
Ist schon mal nicht dumm. Ist das?
I used to swear by my father's oath
Ja, nein. Ich wollte gerade sagen,
to
das ist dann ja
protect the
Lo, oder?
wards is to protect our people. And if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
Sieht auch wieder stark aus.
And now, what do you swear by today?
Scheiße, Mann, warum ballern die jetzt so hart?
My brother.
Sag doch, Futura Game Show
Took him from me.
kriegen die besten Dinger immer her. Es sah gut aus, aber es lädt nach. Kampfbase gefällt mir wieder nicht. Der Futura Game Show immer ballert. Die letzten zwei Showcases, was ich bei denen geguckt habe, haben die echt abgeräumt. Nur haben sie halt viele Spiele angekündigt, aber sie wurden nie released. Das finde ich halt schade. Darum bettle ich, dass da 2, 3 Titel jetzt kommen, was ich mir wünsche. Dass die wirklich einen Release Day jetzt kriegen.
Your father was right about
Bettle
one thing.
dafür.
The wards are breaking. And should we fail,
Ich finde verdammt gut dran. Ist das Streaming PK?
it may spell another end.
Oh mein Gott, die können's wieder. Die können wieder 4K ballern. Ich muss auf the end. Coming this summer. Yeah.
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy adventure coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop
Vor allem,
there.
die haben immer
Here's
so eine
another
riesen
world.
Bühne. Haben
It's
die die
important to note
gekauft?
that this is your very first look at the game, but
Haben die diese
from what I
Bühne
can tell,
gekauft? Weil
there's
immer waren sie die
evil residing in these woods.
Veranstaltung auf der Bühne. Die müssen sie doch gekauft haben. Ich habe jetzt so oft die Bühne von denen gesehen. Was Japanisches. Weißt du, ich könnte jetzt sagen, weil wir haben ja gesehen bei der Sony, könnte Nioh 3 sein. Es könnte Nioh oder Sekiro sein, glaube ich. Oder sogar dieses Ghost of Tsushima oder so wie es hieß. Wake on the force, wait new memory. Wait no map and just your flashlight of your steps. Quite the feeling where our waits. This whispers are you around you. Why do you remember? Find you where home. Ja, ich weiß nicht. Sah gut aus, aber man hat keine Chance nicht gesehen, glaube ich. Ach, Unreal. Wer hätte gedacht? Unreal mit
An isolated
Unterstützung.
cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo
Ich hoffe
developer.
nächstes Jahr, dass
Be sure
die
to give it a wish
Showcase
list if
bitte
you like what you see.
nicht mehr
Next up, we've got a trailer for an
gleichzeitig an der
open-world action
Dokumi
RPG
ist.
based on the beloved
Das wäre
anime
so
Seven Deadly
behindert.
Sins. Let's check it out.
Seven Deadly Sins! Oh mein Gott! Dieses Spiel habe ich schon ein bisschen Fokus drauf. Es wurde ja schon bei der Games Festival gezeigt. Aber es macht mich schon langsam an. Irgendwie hätte ich schon Bock auf das Game. Oh, es spricht mich schon langsam an. Ah, ich meine, es ist halt der, ich kenn den Jungen oder sie noch nicht, von Elisabeth und Meliodas. Aber das Spiel hätte ich schon Bock. Wann kommt denn das? Wurde noch nichts
The
angekündigt.
Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo Shooter, The Finals.
Oh, jetzt, ey. Also Banger nach den Bangers, oder? Also... Was? Der Final? Das sah viel zu gut aus, anstatt dem Final. Digga, der Final habe ich ein, zweimal gestreamt oder mal gezockt und das war's. Digga, das Spiel hat noch einen Hype? Bro, das habe ich zuletzt an Raid-Kalender gezockt vor 1-2 Jahren. Das Spiel ist noch im Hype? Hat sich das wirklich so lange gut gehalten? Echt? Nee, oder? Season 7. Okay, das haltet sich anscheinend noch. Okay.
Season 7 of the finals launches on June 12th.
Dachte ich
And whether
nicht.
you're a
Ich dachte, das
seasoned
Spiel ist
veteran or
langsam
a
am
new
Boot,
contestant entering
aber...
the arena, if you're tuning in on the FGS
Das
Twitch
da
channel, you
denkt
can
man auch
earn a
immer bei
Twitch drop
Fortnite
of
und sie
this
halten es immer wieder
Kablamo
aus.
grenade
Also...
skin.
Yes, anybody who watches this very show for 15 consecutive minutes on the FGS Twitch channel
Ah,
will earn this
ja,
skin. So,
nee,
if
nee.
you've been with us from the very start, or you're just joining us, wherever you've been,
Ich hab's
then
mal
just stick
angespielt,
around.
aber es
And
ist
not
nicht
that you need any
meins.
more reasons, but it's
glaub,
time
der
to move
Hype
on and
wird sich
talk
dann
about
immer ändern,
hurdling,
groß.
a shepherd simulator with a
Glaub ich
whole
nicht.
lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Kam nicht mal rein. Wow. Gutes Game. Sehr gutes Game. Oh, hat auch wieder was. Hat schon wieder was. Aber, weniger. Aber es hat wieder was Schönes. Wird aber nicht meins sein. Angucken wahrscheinlich wieder gern, aber selber... Summer Camp. Okay.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death.
Heyday 4.
This game is helmed
Oder
by
was?
Corey Davis of Spec Ops, The Line, and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
I cannot sleep.
Okay, nein, das ist kein
I
Heyday.
cannot
Ach
sleep.
du Scheiße, was ist
I
das
must
denn?
not sleep.
Was? Blumenhaus, okay.
Come along.
Ja, ja, ja. Hätte ich auch Bock, glaube ich. Horror? Ja, 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 da wären wir drin. Ah? What the?
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Must not.
Give me your idea.
Sleep a walk. Und er sind 20! Was? Okay.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish list.
We've got a
Was? Ja,
developer
okay.
presentation
Boah.
for Reaktion.
Gut,
The
nochmal
Stolen
ein Jahr
Dream up
warten.
next. It's a cinematic isometric
Bruder,
game set in the
warum
year
nächstes Jahr?
1900.
Habt ihr GTA
I am
vergessen?
a few months younger than you, Laura.
I don't think
Es wird so Konkurrenzkampf werden. Alter!
I must find her
He's a life god.
before he does.
Es wird so einen Kampf geben nächstes Jahr mit den Entwicklern kämpfen. Boah!
Kind of a
Als Bruder,
fantasy
nächstes Jahr
version of the
wird's
early
echt schlimm.
1900s, and it has a Scandinavian
Also wenn, dann
theme,
müssen sie die
style
Games
to it.
vor
I would
GTA
describe it
ballern
as a stealth
oder wenn
puzzle
GTA
game with a very
6
strong
Hype verloren
emphasis on
ist.
story, where you
Aber das
play
wird
up to
wahrscheinlich
3 playable
26
characters that
so
you
lang
switch
halten,
between, and they have their
dass das
own
nicht so schnell
special abilities
verschwindet.
that you need to use together to kind of solve situations and puzzles
Es
in
wird
a kind
nächstes
of
Jahr nicht so schnell
interlaced
verschwinden,
way
glaube
where
ich, der Hype.
everyone's involved.
It's in this setting of a
freuen sich zu
Scandinavian
viele für
nature,
GTA.
which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So
Momo
Anja showed me
vollkommen
the rendering of one of
ausgerüstet
the
mit
movies.
Wunschliste.
It just
Ich
floored
muss
me. I
meine
thought it
machen,
was
sobald
so
ich alle
beautiful. Then he
Showcases
said,
geguckt
okay,
habe.
so Tio, what I want from you
Bruder,
is I
ich
want
werde
you to
das
make this
sicher bei
look even
100
better.
Games
We've
oder irgendwas
playtested
mit
the game a
150
lot,
sein.
and what
Ey,
people
Paul.
usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River and Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Reaktion is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Game Store, and we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoy.
Das ist ja wie. Aber das Schliebding hat mich so Bock gemacht. Warum 26? Bruder, kommt schon! Wir brauchen dieses Jahr noch ein bisschen Horror. Wir haben noch nicht Oktober. Wir brauchen was für den Oktober. Wir brauchen für den Spooktober Game. Erik. Oh. 15. Juli.
Thank you so much to our friends at River and
Ja,
Games
aber
for
wie
that
nice.
window into the world of Reaktion.
Es wäre
It's
so
coming to
schön, wenn ein
PC,
Spiel
Xbox,
kommt für
and
meinen
PS5 on July
Geburtstag.
15th.
Bruder, ich
So go wishlist it on
hätte zum
Steam or
Feiern.
the Epic Game Store.
Irgendwas wieder
Alright,
an meinem
now we've got a
Release
new
Day.
trailer for a
Wirklich.
cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series.
Kommt mit einem
Here's the
Banger
latest
Game an
trailer
meinem
for the
Geburtstag
Explorer.
und ich schwöre bei Gott, ihr seid die besten Entwickler auf der Welt. werde ich euch so sponsern bis zum bitteren Ende. Es muss halt gut sein. Like fucking release date.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Relevant to my interests.
Bisschen erinnert sich an Mickey-Farben. Stylemäßig, aber Farben einfach. Eine Kette, okay. November. Auch noch dieses Jahr, okay. Geht.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during every future game show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grim Lore Games.
Das erste Banger-Spiel von denen, oder wie? Ja, aber da bin ich raus. Da bin ich raus. Das, ist nicht mein.
Titan Quest 2 is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest 1. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest 2, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest 2 is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible.
Ah, lol! Resident Evil 9 ist auf der Gamescom? Ja gut, okay, das wird vielleicht nochmal geil dieses Jahr. Gamescom bin ich ja dieses Jahr am Start. Okay, Capcom?
Your abilities will be modifiable.
Da überlege ich
so
mir
each of them
vielleicht,
has
dass
like
ich
several
da echt
modifier
dran stehe.
choices that you can equip into your skill. This
Das
is
macht
our
mir so einen
little
Schmack auf.
innovation in this
Kommt drauf an,
space.
wie lang die Warteschlange ist. Ich habe für viele Oktober, nee, ich erzähle noch nicht, das ist Oktober, dieser Monat möchte ich wirklich ausnutzen und diesmal wirklich vom 1. bis 31. Oktober, wenn sogar nicht 1. November, dass wir wirklich mit Horror durchziehen. Weil letztes Jahr wurde halt echt viel verschoben, weil es echt Probleme gab. Also wirklich, ich glaube, da war familienmäßig und alles ein bisschen doof. Da war echt ein bisschen doof, aber dieses Jahr hoffe ich wirklich ruhiger aus.
You can wishlist it now already, and we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later the other platforms.
Nee, ist nicht meins. Nope.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Hallo?
Wait, legendary actor Yui Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys. Hey, I was just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer?
Well,
right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. Got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
World premiere, yeah? Okay.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels. For there lies upon this world of man a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Weiß ich nicht.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye.
I gotta wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye. Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set,
wir spielen jetzt gleichzeitig.
Some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
3 bio course. How hard could it be?
Oh, jetzt kommt die Shooter Games oder was? Okay.
It's like
nee, nicht so. You are watching.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelike twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit. Whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent,
Aber hey,
or
ist okay, wenn sie jetzt mit Spielen kommen, wo ich jetzt nicht fühle. Ganz ehrlich, habe ich kein Problem, weil sie haben jetzt eine nach den anderen Bangers rausgeballert. Also können sie auch mal Abwechslung jetzt machen. Also wo mir nicht so gefällt, bin ich vollkommen bei.
Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam and coming soon to Xbox, PS5 and Nintendo Switch.
Aber immer, also sie tauschen sie ab, einmal Switch 2. Oh ja, das hab ich Bock! Digga, das hab ich so Bock! Das ist schon draußen, ich hab so Bock auf dieses Game. Oh, ich hab Bock auf das. Oh, ich brauche nur die Leute dazu. Ich brauche 2, 3 Leute dafür. Ich hab Bock. Bitte, ich hab so Bock auf das Spiel. Oh, bitte. So Bock drauf. Ah, komm. Unbedingt müssen wir das spielen. Unbedingt müssen wir das. Hey, da muss ich echt jemanden noch finden.
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Feuerwehrsimulator.
My clothes are about to catch fire! Get an attack line in there!
Gotta go scout the area.
Feuerwehrsimulator 2 oder so?
That was close.
Cat, you're good? Found one of the victims! Please, get me out of here!
We can't let the fire escalate like that.
I need help! Mayday! Mayday!
Firefighting simulator. Ignite. United against fire. Coming fall 2025. Wishlist now on PC and consoles.
Are we all clear? No Nolan North.
Oh, Popcorn habe ich so. Ey,
No, I think we're good.
unbedingt.
Now
Da
remember,
muss ich
folks, you
echt
can
mit
find
den
all those
Leuten mal
games as
reden.
well as every game we
Das
feature today on the
Spiel.
Future Game Show Steam page.
Yes, and you'll want to prime your wish lists in advance for this next reveal. It's a game where you play as a bureaucratic inspector in a fantasy world.
What's like you make sure the evil layer is up to code before the party heads inside?
Yes, that's literally the whole deal.
Okay, I legitimately need this game.
I know.
Heroes. The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay? Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates anew, your
Naja.
first ritual sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective immediately.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil.
Komm, ich muss mir da das müssen wir die nächsten Wochen oder so unbedingt zocken. Da muss ich echt gucken, wie war. Hat mich so angesprochen.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Warte, ist das Stirn Nova? WTF steht da. Anime-Shooter? Ich bin ganz da. Okay, ja, komm. Okay. Irgendwie. Das hat aber sehr Nova-Ding, nie? Juna? Nur die 3 Schafe. Da fehlt dann der Content halt wieder. Da fehlt Content dann, wenn es nur 3 sind. Ach, das Spiel heißt sogar what the fuck? Waifu, what? Das Spiel heißt sogar so. Okay. Okay. Und R26.
Is a 3v3
Thank you.
anime shooter coming soon to PC.
Aber
you can jump into the open
sieht
playtest
schon
on
cool
Steam
aus.
after
Es
the
fehlt
show.
der Content halt
Now
wahrscheinlich
we've
nur
got a
wieder
trailer for
wegen
an
3
action
Chars.
platformer inspired by the ancient art of paper folding. Let's take a
Fehlt wieder nur der
look at
Content.
Hirogami.
Mit sicher Punch, Chars. Ich sag, solange da die Chars noch nicht ganz da sind, warte ich. Also da warte ich eher noch auf mehr Content. Aber sonst hätte es mich ein bisschen angefangen. Es sieht nach kostenlosem Game aus. Ist das September? Okay.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on
Weiß
September
ich noch
3rd.
nie,
Fold it
aber
into your wish lists on Steam and
vielleicht
the
sieht's
Epic Games
nie
Store.
aus,
And
wieder.
check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Bisher sind die
Okay,
Games
time
nicht
for an
so
update on
scheiße.
Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
eFrontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Eve Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things and the infrastructure in the game would actually be built by players. But we did build quite a bit of it ourselves. Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially when it comes to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what eFrontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server, creating additional software that both read and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around Eve Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Founder access for eFrontier is available now, and you can head to efrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an
Formel 1?
arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
Wieder mein Formel 1 Game. Für mich jetzt wieder nicht. Family wäre es für mich da wieder was für diesen Formel 1 Teil. Aber für mich jetzt. Na, eher weniger. Die Idee ist schon cool wieder. Eine andere Perspektive von Formel 1. Formula Legends. Oh, sogar für Konsolen.
Formula Legends
Okay,
is
ja,
racing
dann.
towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show staple. It's a montage of exciting games that you can play on Steam right after the show.
Ja.
So, if you like what you're looking at, don't hesitate to download a demo and dig in.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star Cursor. Players can mod Polo's abilities to settle on a unique playstyle and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles, then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Every voyage begins with a plan.
Unreal Engine.
A vision etched on parchment, foretelling glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. Death and dishonor, fame and fortune. The life of a sea captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in gold and jewels, but in the stories we bring back and the legend we become. We arrive, but never at our final destination. So we chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the voyage.
Ahoy.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
No.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our
So ein Thema mit Epic Games, weil
What Matt means
sie
to say
meinen
with
sie
that
meinen's
Gothic
gut,
vocabulary
definitiv,
is that we'll be
aber
back on stage
holt
once
halt
we've
fast
talked you through some
niemand bei
super
Epic
cool
Games
games.
Spiele ab. Das ist das andere.
Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next.
Das haben wir auch
It's a hack and slash roguelike
gesehen.
where you
Ja,
play as
ja,
the last
kurz
surviving
Wiederholungen.
human of a
Okay.
devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament,
wir
you can freeze
ausschließen,
time to
die jetzt
anticipate
aber auch
attacks
noch
and
nicht
topple
so
voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish lists.
Kommt sogar erst 26.
Or how about Animal Kind? This
Was?
is a cozy
Animal?
cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters in mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate. But when you fail, there's always another run. My game will feature 4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Wieder ein
Not as in
Shooter.
like they're bad,
Okay.
no. Just like you have to manage your
Wieder
bowel
ein
movements
Spiel,
to
so
survive.
ähnlich wie The Finals.
Might
Ein
actually learn
Update
something.
oder
I love video games.
was Neues.
Peggy 18.
Oh, Peggy 18. Ja, jetzt gibt's, glaube ich, wieder. Oh, bitte, jetzt darf aber nur das Spiel nicht scheiße. Ah, genau so was habe ich gemeint. Oh, das hätte jetzt noch nicht scheiße sein dürfen. Also, was habe ich gemeint? Warte mal, ist das Grom? Der ist nackt? What the fuck? Es ist Grom. Es ist Grom, okay. Davon habe ich hier gehört.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention,
Ah,
I'm here
das
to help.
Spiel
You can head to the
ist
link
so eine
on screen
Kippe
right
bei
now for a
mir.
chance to win
Entweder
one of
ja,
100
entweder
keys for
nein.
Scum 1.0.
Oh,
And
das
if you're
ist
not one of the
Kippe.
lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Digga, schon
Our
wieder
next
so
game is a
nackte
squad-based
Stellen.
survival
Einmal so ein
shooter where you
Schwanz
dodge deadly
und zensiert,
dinosaurs.
wie man
Here's the latest
zensiert beim
trailer for
Scheißen,
Death Ground.
Alter. What the hell?
Deadly dinos are on the loose in Deathground. Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested
Oh, Deathground.
facilities.
Weiß ich
Can
noch
you
nicht.
survive?
Habe ich glaube auch schon gesehen.
Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the
War
indie
ich
dev team
auch
behind
noch nicht.
Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors, which are much smaller, they measure around 7 feet tall. I'm about 5'3", so that's a pretty menacing height comparison for me.
We've spent most of our development time taming them, and it's been a huge challenge because...
How do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer?
Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The number one culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species,
Da hab ich's doch nicht. Nee, ich glaube, ich habe ein anderes.
and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you'll be chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
There are multiple maps and missions that will be playable at launch. Mission Command, the single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Das seit Jahren auf Watch. Echt jetzt?
Agricultural,
Ist das schon
which
so
is
lange
become
angekündigt und noch nicht
overgrown
draußen?
and
Oder
is in
wie?
need of some weeding.
And
Genau
biomedical,
wie jetzt
which
mal auf
is
dem Release
my
Day
personal
für
favorite, where you'll have to sneak in
Fans.
and steal raptor eggs. you know, for science.
Oh, dann hoffen
Each
wir aber auf
mission is
Release Date
replayable
bei
and
euch.
is an important piece of the puzzle. Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Oh, okay. Drittes Quader
Deathground is launching into
25.
Steam Early Access later this year.
Okay.
Keep an
Das
eye out
Warten
for
hat
more
langsam ein
news on that
Ende.
front.
Drittes Quader.
Refusing to
Ist
acknowledge
nicht mehr
that
lange,
pun.
glaub.
So let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird
Okay,
action-adventure game.
okay, das
Hell is
geht.
Us.
Das ist fein. Drittes Quader, das ist, glaub ich, nicht mehr weit.
Hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belated, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where
Ah,
there's a
kannst
lot
die
of
frei,
really
Momoko.
weird things happening. You play Remy.
Ah, das ist Hell
he
is
was born there.
Use.
Remy's
Ah.
in a foster system
Ich
in
glaube, auch von
Canada, and
Sony
he's going
kam das
back
ja, glaube ich.
basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now,
all
contemporary
hype.
games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about
Ja,
it,
aber
it's
sehr
the
schön, dass sie es nicht nochmal
exploration and the
verschieben.
discovery,
Wenn es schon seit
they're only
Jahren
there by
ansteht.
theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find.
Hell is
Almost all
Use,
the variables
weil habe ich auch
connected to the
gesagt. Das
exploration
ist bei
and
mir,
connected to
glaube
your
ich,
discovery
so
are given to you in a silver
unsicher, ob ich
so
das
we look at
machen
it kind of like
würde
the
oder nicht.
inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
Auch das ist
I
so eine
remember chatting with
ganz
John about
unsichere Sache.
the
ob
old
Ja,
Zelda
ob nein.
games, how it was straightforward and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that, if I go, and then you go there and you see the road that turns, and it's, maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique, and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. You know, no game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much, it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery, yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters, and the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, you know. So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit. It's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things, and they ended up looking like this, you know. So you'll be able to play Hell is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
Wishlist it now because Hell is Us is coming to PC and consoles on September 4th.
All right, I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action-adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job.
Warte mal,
I said to the
Baldur's
producers
Gate
when
3
I was
stand
hosting,
da unten.
if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? So yeah, New Tales reached out,
das etwa nicht?
and I am
Ich glaube,
officially
von
in
Baldur's
their
Gate
game.
3.
Actually, seeing you just reminded me. They're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you, but only if you're coming to the
great.
D&D
Oh,
group
okay.
next week because our party could really use the barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
Hä? Was? Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Klick, 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 klick. Sicher ballern wieder.
That's right, we're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlak herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bular in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies. The demons above and the beasts below.
All right, let's do this.
Da gibt's wirklich, ich glaube, nur aus.
Through Shale, all things are possible.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that?
We gave you those robes for a reason.
Damn, I love
War
the
da
church.
1,26 sogar noch. Also. Oh, wisst ihr, was mir einfällt? Vergesst, was ich gesagt habe. Donnerstag steht doch was an. Donnerstag kommt ein neues Spiel raus. Da ist hier Release Day von Ding. Von FNAF. Da kommt hier der neue FNAF-Teil raus. Five Nights Freddy. Vergesst meine Worte, da müssen wir unbedingt in den neuen FNAF-Ding rein. Oh, da kommt ja FNAF Secret of Mimic, glaube ich, raus. Oh mein Gott, das ist auch noch die Woche. Ach du Scheiße. Ich habe auch erst gedacht, das nächste Mal wird sicher die Woche auch noch sein. Oh Gott. Oh, bin ich ja gefühlt die Woche, ey. Da steht die Woche echt noch dran. What update? Was kommt jetzt ins Steinzeitgebiet? Oh mein Gott, was? Joe und Meg Retro Collection. Was? Geil. Ui! Da freut sich der aber. So wie der Mario kurz vom Krieg.
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to
the Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a
Until
space
Dawn?
mission to save humanity, and the
Ist
ship
es das, was ich denke?
Let's
Ist
start
es
over to
das,
some
was
massive
ich
games to find
denke?
out more.
Ist es Dings?
We are going to do this.
Oh mein Gott, es ist Dings! Es ist Dings! Oh, wie heißt der? Dark Pictures-Reihe! Das ist die Dark Pictures-Reihe!
Don't you ever point that
Oh
thing
mein
at me
Gott, das
again.
ist Dark Pictures! Ah! Oh mein Gott! Da hab ich so Bock mit Kalena! Da hab ich so Bock drauf! Da hab ich so Bock mit Kalena! Digga, das wird so geil mit Kalena!
We need urgent assistance.
Oh ja! Ja! 2. Oktober an Halloween!
But what if that
Oh,
went
ich
differently?
liebe euch!
Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which
Oh,
allows
das
you
wird
to go back
super!
and
Ich
change
freue
the
mich
outcome
so
of your
auf
choices.
den neuen Teil mit
As with all
Kalena
our
zu
games,
zocken.
Directive 8020 is a
Oh,
branching
Dark
story
Pictures wird
with
so
multiple
geil, der
endings.
5.
You'll be able to track the
Oh
choices
my
and paths that you've
God.
taken in the game and see
Oh, wird das
alternate
geil.
paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made.
Ja
With
klar,
Turning
da
Points,
freue ich mich.
you
Dark
can
Pictures
rewind
ist
to a pivotal
so
point or
ein
decision,
geiles
collect missing
Anime.
collectibles, or
Wirklich,
see how
ich liebe
different
diese
choices would have played out.
Spielreihe.
By the
Ich
same token,
liebe
your
diese
actions matter.
Spielreihe über
If you
alles.
want to live by your decisions, there's
Oh,
also a survival mode setting
schön.
that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will
Ja,
be
das
available
ist halt einfach
both
ein Game, wo
digitally
ich
and physically
liebe.
for all
Wirklich.
copies
Da
of the
bin ich
game
so
from when
ready
you
dafür.
start your
Das
very
steht
first
einfach
mission.
schon seit 3-4 Jahren in Entwicklung und endlich. Endlich! Oh.
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025.
Oh, let's go,
And if it's not
let's
on your wish list
go.
already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing simulator with a meticulous
Ja,
control
da
set.
freue ich mich einfach. Da ist
Here's the
wirklich
game
meine
maker to
Freude
tell you
sehr
more.
groß in die Reihe.
Cairn is what we call a
Wie
survival
oft
climber.
zeigen sie dieses
The
Spiel
goal
eigentlich
is to climb a
noch?
mountain and reach a summit no
Das
one
Spiel
has ever
wird jetzt
conquered.
hier schon zum 5.
You
Mal
can climb
gezeigt.
almost anywhere,
Also
and
da
the
wollen
climbing
sie
mechanics are
wirklich
highly
Werbung, da
realistic.
wollen sie wirklich
You'll need to carefully manage
Millionen
your
von
balance and
Euro
stamina.
fließen
Make a
sehen
mistake
in dem Game,
and you'll
glaube ich.
fall and get hurt. For the first time, we are also showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes.
Bin leider noch nicht so überzeugt
When you
von.
get
Warum
there,
nicht? Das
you'll face
sieht
ice
so
walls
geil aus.
that require to use
Aber ich meine,
ice
jeder
axes
muss
and
wissen, wie er
spikes.
möchte. Ich freue mich
But
drauf.
don't think you
Ich
can
habe
just
so
jam
lange
your
auf den
tools into the
5.
ice.
Teil gewartet.
Ice climbing is
Ich
precise.
bin ready für den 5. Teil,
You need to
wirklich.
aim for cracks
Let's
and
fucking
edges
go.
to get a
Oktober
solid
kann's
grip.
losgehen.
Cairn's
Muss ich echt nur mit
realistic
Kalina die
climbing
anderen
system
2 Teile
also
vorher noch
supports
hinkriegen
mixed
vor
climbing.
Oktober. Da muss ich mit
That
ihr
means you can
reden.
have one hand on the rock
Das hofft
and
mich
the
so
other
sehr.
using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the most strategic route to the top. Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year.
You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Da habe ich auf jeden Fall Bock.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year, and you can also
Digga, wenn
check
ich
out a
das
free
Spiel
demo
noch
on both
einmal
platforms after the
irgendwo
show.
sehe in der
What's next, Matt?
Showcase,
We're mixing
Digga,
things
das
up with a
Spiel
double
können sie
bill of
sich in den
trade.
Arsch
Here are
stecken
two
langsam.
great games from our friends at Quali.
Digga, also wie viel Arsch willst du zeigen? Game ja. Ach du Scheiße. Also da zeigen sie wirklich nur Arsch. Wisst ihr auf das? Nein, bitte nicht. Round. Ja. Naja. Fuck the goal.
Hark the Ghoul and Ground Zero are both coming soon to PC. What's up next, Laura?
We're taking a look at a game called Hella. It's a cooperative folklore adventure where you and your friends band together as brave little mice.
Oh, sicher auch ein schönes Game. Die Frage ist, ob das nur wieder normal ist oder Koop. Aber es sollte eher nach. Weil das ist Player, das steht Player, das muss also ein Koop-Game sein. Das ist ein Koop-Game, oder? Ja, moin. Hella. Ich sehe nicht mal oben, ob es Koop ist oder nicht.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Schade, das
so
steht
give it
nicht
a
mal
wish
was.
list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18, aber jetzt bitte ein guter Ding.
How can you distinguish
Das ist mich
between
anspricht.
what is real and what isn't? Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
Gruselfaktor. Loto. Sah nicht schlecht aus. Boah! Boah, nach meinem Geburtstag! 22.07. Boah! Okay. Und PS5.
Ludo is coming to PC,
Okay.
PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime,
Also
you can wishlist it on
Geburtstagsmonat.
Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Okay.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an
Geil,
introduction from
geil.
a very special someone.
Hello everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025. There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days. As many of you know, I have been a huge fan of the work of N-Dreams. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Das sieht auch nice aus. Oh, da haben sie auch wieder sehr viel Liebe reingeschrieben. Exklusiv zu
Reach is an ambitious virtual reality action adventure coming to PSVR, Steam, and Metacritic.
Alter, das erkennt man doch fast.
Okay, Matt. It's time to check in with everybody's favorite depressed and recently divorced duck.
Oh, yes. It could only be
Ja, aber das
the
ist doch
Duck
draußen
Detective.
nicht.
He may have
Das habe ich doch
cracked the
vor kurzem
mystery of the
irgendwo im
secret salami,
Steam
but when you're
Shop
that
doch
good at your job,
gesehen.
there's always a new
Oder
case to
kriegt das
solve.
jetzt ein Update schon?
I'm used to the cold embrace of loneliness, and this vacation will be the end of me.
Hi, I'm Annika.
And I'm
Doch
Johnny.
schon
We're
draußen?
Happy Broccoli Games based in Berlin, Germany.
Our newest game is Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, where you are the one and only duck detective, a depressed and recently divorced duck who must quack the case.
Inspect evidence, make deductions, and solve this no-murder mystery.
To the annoyance of the duck detective, he is joined by a new partner in solving crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice. Right now, we're working on a simplified Chinese language update that is coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
The ghost
Ja
of
eben, dachte
glamping!
schon, sie ist doch schon draußen.
Duck Detective,
Nur noch mal
the
Werbung,
Ghost of
glaub ich, machen
Glamping,
ein
has
bisschen.
already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the maestros behind Patapon? Well, get on your dancing shoes, folks, because Ratatan is up next.
Haben wir das nicht gesehen? Das war doch das, wo man nur gesagt hat, ja, ja, das war das, nur mit der guten Mucke. Ja, 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 eben, Ratata haben wir sonst was gesagt. Ja, ja, die Musik. Meru, Meru, no, no. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. 25. Juli. Ah, Musik ist schön. Rhythmus habe ich nie, aber Musik wieder sehr schön halt. Darum habe ich es ja, glaube ich, schon mal gesehen.
And we're following that bombshell with a new trailer for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
Ab in die 70er. Oh yeah.
I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Remember that in the mall.
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of 2025, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Scooby-Doo! What?
Soinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close
Scooby-Doo in House Flipper 2?
Our final ones to watch.
Und das vor GTA 6?
Visited the Hangar 13 office
What?
for an exclusive insight into Mafia, the old country. Here's all the gory
WTF?
details.
Mafia. Das da.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a
Aber ich
prequel
dachte schon, durch
to
Scooby Snacks,
the
ich wollte
original
gerade
Mafia
sagen,
trilogy.
ist das
It
wirklich
also sets
Scooby-Doo,
things up
aber
for what might
ich
be
wollte
to come in the
warten.
future, going back to 1900
Ich wollte warten,
Sicily,
nicht, dass ich
so the birth
Scooby-Doo
of
sage,
not
dann
just
ist es
the Mafia game,
Aber
but
nach dem
also
Boss war es
the
mir
actual
klar.
Mafia
Nach
itself,
dem
back
Boss
to
war
where
es mir ganz
organized
klar.
crime first really came from.
In Mafia: The Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Peggy 18.
Come forward. All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life, to this family?
Yes, I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
Ah.
To become a man of honor, repeat these words.
Tut er
I
der Hand
swear
weh, oder?
my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh
Merkt das
must
Feuer
burn
nie?
like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto.
Salute.
Salute.
August.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Hey, what's up? I'm Arthur, the game director at Raw Games, a
Maul.
small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the spark.
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization. All at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just a show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles.
It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask.
Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk a role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game where you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again to pull this dude a little closer, hit him.
Spiele sind schon nicht schlecht. Also, vielleicht sind da jetzt weniger dabei wie beim letzten Jahr, wo mich ein bisschen interessiert haben. Aber nicht schlecht. Vor allem Dark Pictures. Was macht Dark Pictures in der Showcase? Das kam doch von Sony wieder.
But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam.
And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Cresol, Theater of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of Bioshock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Son. Guide.
Schon wieder vom Blumenhaus? Alter, die sind auch so hart am Haarscheln, am Arbeiten, am Rasieren. Was zum Fick geht ab hier?
As the shadows of the abyss close in. Let your sacred light banish them.
Oh mein Gott. Oh, schön. Oh mein Gott.
So my soul may ascend to you.
Oh, das spricht mich Gosa mit Pistol. Oh.
Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. Cresol.
Schau. 25, aber kein Release. Okay.
Holy moly, that looks good.
You're telling me.
Aber Blumenhaus ist so am eskalieren, ey. Bei denen brennt's dieses Jahr, aber wirklich. What the fuck?
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Final trailer?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
okay.
And we're both sad.
Kommt der letzte Titel jetzt?
But it's okay
Ist
because that last trailer is really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me.
Please enjoy our final
world premiere.
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
So, was kommt jetzt?
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms, so full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
Was? Ritual Fingers.
No, hold on. I've got something to show you.
Launching on PC. Und Konsole?
I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Exclusive Game Reveal this August. August! Nochmal eine Showcase.
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a
Okay.
terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors.
Ist ja auch schon wieder
Wish
bald
list it now
2-3
because it's coming
Monate.
soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay reveal during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's summer showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the summer showcase.
Ey, aber nicht schlecht. Nee, also die Showcase war wieder sehr gut. Also die war so auf dem Niveau
And
von
remember, you can
Sommer.
head to the dedicated Future Games
Game
Show Steam
Fest.
page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey. And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Oh, okay, das war gut. Ey, schöne Showcase. Ja, das war nicht schlecht. War schon schön und entspannt.